In this video, we'll study the twisting throws of sumo wrestler Hoshoryu. Hoshoryu is the nephew of sumo great Hoshoryu and has some of the best throwing techniques in sumo wrestling today. Most of Hoshoryu's twisting throws come off the belt grip, although he'll occasionally do them beltless, off both an underhook or an overhook. His arm positioning on the throws is generally over the top of his opponent's inside grip, but he will also perform the throw from the inside grip position as well. Hoshoryu's other arm does different things depending on the throw. Sometimes he has a shallow underhook, other times he gets some kind of arm control at the tricep or wrist, and still other times he doesn't grip anything at all. Once the upper body grips are established, Hoshoryu will initiate an explosive pivot and pull the opponent forward while blocking or sometimes elevating the opponent's near leg. These movements together cause the opponent's posture to be broken into a horizontal or downward facing angle, his near leg to be kicked out, and his weight shifted to his far leg. Let's review these different components further. Here we have a right overarm belt grip, an inside leg block, and a pivot and pull. For the footwork, Hoshoryu takes a big back step with his left leg, wins the inside position with his right leg, and pivots off both feet while contorting his head and torso hard to his left. Hoshoryu's positioning and pivot, plus his pull on the belt, breaks the opponent out of his vertical posture and shifts his weight to his right leg, where he is off balance and more susceptible to being rotated to his back. Hoshoryu again attempts the same throw, but the opponent manages to keep his balance. Hoshoryu then immediately reloads with the back step, near leg block, pivot, and pull. Establish grips, back step, near leg block, pivot and pull. Notice the effects of these movements. The opponent's posture is broken into a horizontal angle and his weight is shifted to his outside leg. In this one, Hoshoryu pivots and pulls, blocks the opponent's inside leg, and continues pivoting and contorting to his left while maintaining the right underarm belt grip and control of the opponent's far tricep. This technique works particularly well when either the opponent is driving forward or Hoshoryu is retreating backwards, because the opponent's forward pressure provides additional momentum for the throw. Here, Hoshoryu draws Enho forward and pivots hard to his left while biting down on the overhook to put Enho in a one-legged downward-facing angle. In this one, the opponent gets a left underarm belt grip, brings his hips in, and starts driving Hoshoryu towards the edge. Hoshoryu uses the momentum to pivot right and turn the tables on the opponent. Another example of using the opponent's forward momentum for the throw. Another way to generate momentum for a throw is to bring the opponent to the edge, force them to drive back in to avoid going out of bounds, then use that drive against them. Take another look. On this combo attack, Hoshoryu gets a right inside belt grip, backsteps with his left leg, then decides to switch sides and pivot towards his right, pulling the opponent into a horizontal posture, shifting his weight to his left leg, and rotating him towards his back. Another variation of this throw that Hoshoryu will occasionally use is to elevate rather than block the opponent's inside leg. This technique is known as kakenage in sumo and popularly known as uchimata in judo. Let's take a look at a few variations of this style of twisting throw used in judo and wrestling. In judo, with the opponent's upright postures and being sub 300 pounds, you can have success blocking the opponent's inside leg, loading them up on your hip, and forcing all of their weight to their far leg as you rotate them to their back. Here's a double underhook twisting throw by a fellow Mongolian. Note the pull, pivot, and near leg block and how this pulls the opponent into a single leg downward facing angle before being rotated to his back. Of course, an uchimata can be highly successful as well. In wrestling, we have what I've previously called an overhook kickout throw. In this one, the thrower has an overhook plus far tricep control, steps in deep with his left leg, which blocks and kicks out the opponent's right leg, then rotates him to his back. Similar technique here, but off an underhook and wrist control. That concludes this video. This was my first sumo wrestling breakdown video, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.